back, everybody, to our second matchup of the night, which is going to be in the Challenger League between the regional dictator himself, Rockerman, and company on Ascension, going off against the Papayas. I'm joined here with a new member of the team. It's Jaegers.
Hi, how's it going?
Going good. Almost just choked on some food.
Oh, nice.
I wasn't expecting you to throw it back to me that quick, I'll be
Oh,
honest.
I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm looking forward to this matchup between Ascension and Papayas. Both teams 500, starting off a new week.
Yeah, your regional, as I mentioned it, your regional overlord is on Ascension here, and you actually, well, actually, no, you didn't. You did play with Merely very shortly last season, though.
For a little bit, yes.
Yeah, but we got Merely and Rockerman are kind of a bit of a power couple, along with Kiwi. And on the other side, we actually got Andrew and Lancer, who are both pretty good players themselves. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit of a close series here between these two.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Like, Ascension's pulling out the offense. Papayas looking to pull out the defense. Should be a brick wall and a movable object. Should be a good one.
Yeah, and honestly, you mentioned that defense actually on Saturday on the drunk stream. I have a pretty good memory, and let me tell you, the league above this, the rival league, the Pineapples affiliate, they were showing off that defense, and actually the Pineapples just showed up on the previous match on stream as well, and were able to take the dub in 5. So Papayas might have something to say against Rockerman's org here to try and keep it up, as these players are joining the lobby here for game 1. And yeah, so I was jokingly saying this before, Jaegers, but we got 3 things to focus on. We got Merely and Medbay.
Merely and Medbay.
We got Rockerman, GeoGuessr main, and we got to find Cote d'Ivoire when Rockerman can't hit a shot. So we're going to be on the lookout for those 3 things throughout this series. Anyways, back to the meat of it. Merely on this ball in the corner, Revert going to send it away. Rockerman last back at the moment, trying to get this away, but Revert's going to cut it off, sending it back to the middle, but Kiwi with a great clear out. Lancer hesitating a little bit, but able to get it past the last defender. Open net to work with, but Rockerman's going to rush in to save that ball. And drew up, but not able to find any contact at all. Nearly sending it away, getting it past 2, missing the ball himself. Rockerman a little bit awkward on the wall as Kiwi's last back in an uncomfortable spot. Able to find the save, though, on the box. Merely rushing in to keep possession, but getting dunked out from Revert here. And to start off this opening minute, Jaegers, Ascension under a lot of pressure from Papayas.
Yeah, but so far they're doing a good job holding it off. Still 0-0 after the first minute, and then Ascension looks for another attack.
Yeah, and right as we were just complimenting Papayas, there was a flurry of demos coming off onto the orange side there. Ascension clapping back and trying to put up some pressure of their own. Now Merely on this one, looking for the double, trying to find it, puts the shot on, and there he is! There's the man! He's dangerous in Medbay, but he's also dangerous on the double tap opportunity.
Found the back of the net, just a beautiful double tap. It's been practicing those all week, Bagels.
Yeah, honestly, Merely kind of like a highlight reel type of player, especially last season as well, trying to carry Ascension through the playoffs last season. Got quite a few good air dribbles, double taps, even a flip reset or 2. And at this level, those can be deadly if you give him enough space, and we saw it right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, and getting a good clear. Merely last back now, finding the save there to send it away. Kiwi demoing off the second man. Lancer able to sneak it by, though. Trying to acquire this boost in the corner. He misses it the first go-around, but able to secure it. Rockerman with a good dunk off to the side. Andrew there, getting harassed by Rockerman. Merely with the shot. Off target, off the post, and Kiwi overcommitted. Still able to keep this ball on the orange half for now as another demo comes out. Merely rushing to get this past. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Papayas just coming out with the demos all to start the game. Ascension's not really able to rotate as well, but they're doing good so far.
Yeah, it kind of, you mentioned the rotation. Not sure, Ascension's rotation hasn't been the cleanest, but they've definitely looked like the faster team at the moment. And
Coming
so
out,
far, that's
guns,
been able to work for him.
coming out, arms swinging.
Nearly on the ball now. Keeping this ball into the corner, and Papayas have been suppressed in their half for the past minute or so. Ascension not able to find any shots on target as Rocketman's continuing to chase this into the corner. Opportunity for Kiwi, but he's going to send it away. Merely last back, turning on this one in the midfield. Able to get it past two, and here he is. Let's see if he can find another play here. Not able to find the double, though. As Kiwi rushes in, flinging it off the sidewall, not able to find the double. It's Rockerman trying to come in and clean up the touch on the dribble. Looked for the bump onto Lancer, but couldn't find him. And now Jaegers, with just over 2 minutes left, we haven't seen much offense from Papayas besides that opening minute. And what do they got to do here to open it up?
Looks like they have to keep on with the demos. Maybe pull on the pressure a little bit more, like cleaner rotations, and maybe go out of their own net a little bit.
Yeah, they've definitely been trapped in there, and boost control could certainly be part of it, as Ascension have constantly been boosting towards the orange half. As the double commit comes out for them, and Kiwi kind of panicking on the wall, not able to find a good touch. Slips it past one, but Revert ultimately ends up clearing it away as Rockerman clears it back himself. Andrew trying to get the boost in the corner, misses the boost and misses the ball merely with the open net as a double commit save comes out on the goal line. Kiwi trying to find it still. Rockerman looking for the follow-up. Not the greatest hit, but trying to follow it again. Good 50 to the middle. Andrew, he had a lot of time to work with and panics in front of his own net. Another close save coming out. Kiwi racing in and a crossbar opportunity for him too. And Rockerman with a slow shot, and Jaegers, they just can't put it in to secure a second goal.
It seems like they just love hitting the crossbar, and they just need to aim a little bit lower.
Yeah, the accuracy plaguing them at the moment. Kiwi, again, not able to find the touch. Rockerman racing in. Merely last back, again. As Rockerman lagging with 200 ping, that could play a factor. But all they got to do is just hold on for 20 more seconds here. Andrew with a last-minute opportunity, trying to get it past. But Rockerman cuts it off. Revert looking for the big clear out, but only to Kiwi. Final 10 seconds. Rockerman up, overextending a little bit is Ascension. But if they can keep this pressure up, it'll be all but over. And this ball is going to touch the ground. And Ascension hold on for the 1-0 victory here.
Close one right there. Like I said, Papayas had the defense, Ascension had the offense. Ascension coming out with, let's see, 11 shots on target. And meanwhile, Lancer over here with 4 saves, kind of carrying that defense.
Yeah, and you actually made a bold prediction early on that Papayas was going to come out with the defense, and they certainly did. Ultimately, just that one highlight reel play for Merely to get that double tap was the only thing that proved fatal for them. But honestly, Papayas' defense didn't look that great past the second half. I think it was just the fact that Ascension were missing their shots. They had 11 shots and were only able to put in 1, so a little bit more of an accuracy issue for them.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to aim a little bit lower. Maybe, I know Rockerman can find Cote d'Ivoire. I'm not sure if he needs to start finding the back of the net.
There we go. We've worked in 2 of the references now. Somehow we got to work in GeoGuessr, but we'll have to wait for that.
We'll find a way, I'm sure. We got potentially 4 more games.
Yeah, absolutely. As now, Papayas are going to be making a sub in. They're going to be replacing Andrew with Smiley. So I don't think that was necessarily a skill sub. I did see Andrew in chat saying he hates his internet, and I certainly saw it throughout the game that along with Rockerman and Andrew were kind of lagging a little bit that first match. But either way, Smiley a decent player himself, and I believe Andrew and Smiley were on the same team last season as well, winning it with Melons. So we'll have to see if Smiley can kind of clutch up and replace Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes all you need is a sub to kind of reset, and that's sometimes the best thing you can do. You know,
Yeah.
like, you're not necessarily playing bad, but you're not necessarily playing great, and, like, if the internet's not working in your favor, sometimes you just need to get out and next man up.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, if you're going to make a sub in, I always am under the philosophy that you should make the sub in early, as this one sneaks by the last defender, but not quite dangerous. But yeah, I feel like you should always make your sub in early rather than try and wait till you're down either 2 games in the series or even onto Game 4, Game 5. I feel like it's just easier to pull it out, try and make that sub in early.
I mean, normally whenever you're in the game, you feel if you're on or off, and also internet's another like huge issue, as you said. And so, but with the Papayas are actually starting to pull up the aggression, and as I say that, Rockerman takes it on the left side.
Yeah, almost able to get it past. This Kiwi comes charging in, not able to find the touch. Really trying to recover the opportunity. As Lancer's going to send it back, and Kiwi's going to be last back now on the offensive side. Reaver not able to find the shot. Could have been an opportunity, as Merely and Rockerman are clustered in the corner. But luckily Kiwi had rotated back to make that save. And yeah, starting off, no shots really from either team. Papayas at 1 and Ascension at 0. No team's really been able to find a dangerous opportunity yet for these first 2 minutes.
Well, I mean, early on in the game, I feel like teams are starting to feel each other out a little bit, see how rotations go, get the rotation set up, and there's a shot right there, just sneaking in Smiley already making an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned they were feeling each other out. I think they were doing a little bit more than feeling each other out, as Papayas had gotten 2 demos in those last 10 seconds there. And I believe that's ultimately what led for that opportunity to go in just off the demo. I believe it was Merely couldn't get back in time, and Smiley showing up big in these first 2 minutes. It's now Merely getting this one past Lancer. Opportunity here for Ascension, but it's going to roll too high over the crossbar. Kiwi's going to try and have to recover this. Sending it high, but Lancer should have the clear, and he does. Rockerman waiting for it, but Lancer actually finds a double to secure it back into his own corner, as Rockerman was surely going to blast that one on the net. And Jaeger's Ascension still sitting at 0 shots, as we're just approaching halftime, as Rockerman misses in front of the net. But opportunity not able to come in fast enough, and as Ascension playing bad this game, or Smiley playing better? And, oh my goodness!
I think with the triple commit right there, I think Ascension's playing a little bad. They can definitely do better, but I mean, with this goal, like, all you gotta do is reset and play like it's 0-0.
Yeah, that was an absolute pool shot, a pool team shot there coming out from the Papayas. Revert got slammed into the ball, as a third one's going to sneak in, and Papayas have clapped back in this game too. But we got to talk about that pool shot. Revert just got slammed into that ball, and it went crossbar down, unfortunately for Ascension.
As hard as that was, sometimes like pool shots are the best thing you can do. Have two boosts as opposed to one just shot.
Yeah, that was an absolute cannonball of a shot, and merely he tried to make the save, and then shortly after the kickoff on the following set, Papayas are able to secure a third one. Ascension still sitting at 0 shots. Kiwi at 243 points. Merely and Rockerman both barely above 50. They've just been struggling to get involved on the field at this moment, as Lancer's going to put in a fourth one as he bounces it off the post. And Ascension have not looked good for this game too.
Almost like an entire role reversal as opposed to the last game. Like, Papayas now have 8 shots, 3 minutes played, a little more than 3 minutes played. And then Ascension's just getting pounded, like, shot after shot. And they're doing the best they can to defend it, but you can only do so much.
Yeah, merely looking for another double, but getting stomped out by Revert. Smiley trying to get a double of his own off the ceiling, but not able to find it. As Rockerman sends it away into the corner. Kiwi missing again. Actually, he does find it in the middle. Looked like he missed. As Merely's going to get dunked out, leaving Rockerman last back. Finding a good save, though, but with just over a minute left, down 4 goals, it's surely over, as Ascension still have not found any offense in this game, too. Still sitting at 0 shots. Finally working their way onto the orange half now. But merely, I just can't help it. You guys were on the same team last season.
Yeah.
Jaegers. We're looking at Smiley now, and Andrew, with bad internet or not, it's definitely looked like an improvement from that game 1.
Oh yeah, maybe the rotations are just a little bit better, but I mean, Smiley just kind of fit in. He fits in right now, and the end product's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's Ascension playing bad here, as hold on, Amelia almost sticking that one in for Ascension's first goal. I don't even think it's Ascension playing bad. I think it's just Papayas are kind of popping off this game. Sure, there's been a few missed touches and missed rotations, but it's kind of been more than that to give up 4 goals.
I mean, it's a 5-minute game. Like in those 5 minutes, sometimes things could happen. You could slip. I mean, Papayas are looking as clean as it comes right now.
Yeah, almost looking to put away another 5th goal here, as maybe Ascension might find the last-second opportunity. Merely there with the ground pinch, sending it high. Reaver trying to own goal, and he will. To just kind of just disgrace themselves. But yeah,
I mean,
they're just trying to rub it in Ascension's face at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, 1-1. Like, I don't know. Ascension played good the first game, then Papayas made that sub, came out absolutely swinging, and just got the second one. They look like a whole new team.
Yeah, definitely the presence of Smiley seemed to put Ascension on the back foot for that whole game. Finally, in those last 30 seconds, Ascension were able to find a few shots, sitting at 3 to Papayas 9. But heading into game 3, Ascension is going to have to change something here. They're just going to need to play a little bit more cleaner, because all of a sudden Papayas are just pouring on the pressure and making Ascension look silly on the defensive side at the moment.
Well, I mean, for Ascension to do better, maybe like cleaner rotations, definitely get their shots on target. I know Rockerman can find countries. Maybe you'll find the back of the net this game.
That's true. There's the GeoGuessr reference. We've secured all 3, so I think our work is good for here. We can just head out. Who needs to watch the rest of the series?
Got potentially 3 more games left.
Yeah. But yeah, Ascension definitely, you mentioned the accuracy. That was an issue with them for game 1, but they were still able to pull off that close 1-0 victory. And perhaps if Andrew's performance and internet was a little bit better, Ascension might not have even won that game 1. But we'll have to see how this game 3 goes, as this will be Smiley's second game in this series. But starting off here, Ascension are already looking better, keeping this ball on the orange half. Rockerman trying to turn on this, but misses it out. He's going to have a big clear opportunity on the net, but saved away by Smiley.
Got a feeling that Merely's about to pop off this game. Don't know what.
Yeah, no, hopefully for Ascension's sake, he'll pull out some sort of crazy play. That is what we know him for. Definitely the most mechanical player on Ascension's side. Rockerman looking for the ball here, trying to find the pinch, and he does to the middle, but nobody to follow it up. Merely should take this from him, but puts on a bit of a weak shot as Reavert's going to send it away. Smiley sending it right back to the middle, though. As Lancer getting a hit, but it's only going to go back to the middle again. All these clears from Papayas are heading straight back to the middle, merely looking for the flick, but not able to find any power. And Ascension have definitely looked better in this first minute, as now Papayas are the ones cowering on defense.
Yeah, Ascension pulled out the aggressiveness and just came out swinging. Need to keep up the rotations, though.
Yeah, definitely. As Merely with a little bit of a pre-jump save, it works out. As Smiley missing his last back, Merely should be able to put this in from the pass, and he will to secure the first goal. And Papayas had one opportunity and they missed it.
Rockerman finds the pass, Merely finds the back of the net.
Yeah, he did actually miss the open net there, but luckily Merely was there to kind of secure it in.
We're gonna call that a pass. We're gonna call that a pass.
It is an assist on the scoreboard, but it's definitely a missed open net in the hearts of us. As Reaver looking for an opportunity of his own with the air dribble. 4 players commit for that ball in the blue box, but no goal opportunity happened. Merely trying to find the open net this time, and he will. He says that's how you do it, Rockerman, as Merely with 434 points already.
Called it. But what a shot by Merely. But Papayas aren't rotating quite as well as they did last game. I'm not sure what's going on with them.
Yeah, maybe they got a little bit overconfident from that game 2 performance. But yeah, like you mentioned, I think the result of these first 2 goals has been due to that misrotation, and we saw it there. Just nobody was in position, and Merely was easily able to send that away. Now Reavert off the backboard, trying to put it in a dangerous spot. Merely on the dribble again, trying to pass it over the Kiwi, but actually back to Rockerman, trying for a little bit of a small ball passing play. as Papayas still aren't in position on defense, and Kiwi's going to put it in low and away, and just absolute chaos on the Papayas side right now.
Papayas are an absolute mess on defense right now, and they're kind of like flailing around, which is polar opposite from the last game, and Ascension's taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, Ascension didn't look that clean themselves. A little bit of the small ball passing plays not as clean as they should have been, but ultimately Papayas were just as confused as they were, as the touches were quick enough to try and sneak it away, and it was. As now all three players getting involved, Kiwi and Rockerman, both with a goal participation and merely with 2 goals and 1 assist carrying in this game 3, as he makes another save on the goal line here. He's just absolutely dragging Ascension to this game 3 victory if they can hold on here. And at the moment, it's looking like they can hold this lead as Papayas' rotation is just looking completely a mess at the moment.
No, yeah, Papayas starting to swing back a little bit with a shot right there. Gets Ascension with the 3-1 lead.
Yeah, Kiwi, he passed it straight up the middle, and Smiley just kind of read it super easily, and nobody was in position on the goal line for Ascension there. And Papayas able to get away with 1 right there. Now only down by 2 with under 2 minutes. And that could be the momentum they need, but either way, the way Ascension are playing, they're going to need a mistake to come out right there. And I don't know if Ascension's going to make 3 bold mistakes like that.
I mean, anything can happen. Still 2 minutes left in the game, but it's starting to look like Ascension might pull this one away.
Pass over to Lancer, but Kiwi's going to cut it off. Back over to Merely, finding the touch, looking for another double tap. Almost finds the crazy angle from the corner. That one would have even been nuttier than the first one. Rockerman high off the backboard again. This is going to leave Merely last back, rushing in to beat out Smiley. As Revert's sending it back over to the left side. Smiley trying to find the read. Not even close as Rockerman's going to clear it away, but only to Lancer. Kiwi in a bit of an awkward spot, but Merely once again defensively stalwart on the goal line time and time again, sitting at 3 saves. As Lancer's rushing in to make another touch. And Merely's going to send it away again. Back over to Kiwi. Rockerman a little bit awkward right here. Able to find the touch and trying to follow it, but going to get beat out by Revert. And Papayas are going to have to find something, try and go back to that demo performance from the previous games. As hold on, the net's open. Rockerman able to come back at the last second though.
Come out of nowhere with that save.
Yeah, crazy double commit save there. And Papayas, they're just, not only is the rotation not clean, but it doesn't seem like the comms are clean either. Constant double commits, even in non-threatening situations for them on defense, just not knowing where each other are. And with just 15 seconds left, it's looking all but over for this Game 3 to secure a Game 3 victory for Ascension to put them up 2-1 in the series. And that was definitely the way you wanted to see Ascension come back after that poor Game 2 performance.
Well, I mean, the best thing for the Papayas right now is to just let the ball hit the ground and just reset for the next game. Calm down in comms and figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure. I have played very little with Lancer, but I haven't played with Smiley, Revert, or Andrew at all, so I don't know how they play or what their playstyle is like, what their comms are like, but definitely the way they're playing, it seems panicky at the moment, as they were super confident going into that Game 2, and then all of a sudden Game 3 Ascension was able to come back, and primarily due to merely just absolutely carrying them. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 saves, and 7 shots. There was only 1 other shot between Kiwi and Rockerman combined, and that's what we want to see from Merely. He is the carry of this Ascension team. They're looking for him to do it again in Game 4.
Yeah, I mean, I did call it merely going off in that last game, but I mean, Papayas. Sometimes whenever you get a sub for that first game, like everything clicks, you know, and then like maybe after that game you need you're still high on that first game and you get a little overconfident, and then you kind of tend to make mistakes.
Yeah, it could have been a combination of that and just Ascension playing a little bit better that game. As an opportunity off of kickoff and Kiwi's not ready, as now Papayas are the ones who are answering back.
Quite possible, just a back and forth series all the way through. You never know. But I mean, Lancer gets things kicked off with an absolute banger of a shot, following the bad kickoff by Ascension.
Yeah, not only was it a bad kickoff, but Kiwi and Rockerman weren't in position as almost another kickoff goal happening. And Ascension's going to need to get these kickoffs under order, need a plan. Either they just need to get a better one overall or try and lose it back left or back right. Because it's just flinging high off their backboard at the moment for these first two opportunities. And now they're under pressure here.
Papayas still double committing though. That could be a problem later on in the match. Like if it's not right now.
Yeah, we actually just saw it right there on that second opportunity in front of the net. I believe it was Lancer and Smiley both committed. And one of them was even nowhere near the ball, didn't even see his teammate. And comms are going to need to be solid here in this game 4 for Papayas if they want to try and bring this to a game 5. As Lancer awkward off his own back wall, 2 players in the same spot again for Papayas, but luckily Smiley's going to dribble it out off the great 50, high off the backboard. As 2 players on Ascension miss, but merely lands on the ball, on the dribble now, getting a decent flick over one, but Smiley there for the save on the goal line. It's now a ballsy challenge from Rockerman, who's now on the backboard looking for the pass down to Merely with the
That would
pre-jump,
have been insane.
almost finding it. And I did question Merely's decision to stay on this roster with Rockerman, but man, if they pulled out that play, that would have sealed it for me to no longer question that.
Most people do that in casual. Merely and Rockerman do that in comp. And in league games, apparently.
Yeah, that would have been absolutely clip-worthy, to say the least. Merely on the ball again, looking for an opportunity, getting it past 2. Revert there to get the touch he needed, though. As another player, I believe it was Smiley, flinging himself up the field, just no regard for his teammates. As he's flinging himself at the ball again, time and time again, he's just recklessly challenging the ball. It's now Revert's last back, but nobody on Ascension in position here. As 2 players are on top of each other again here for Papayas. Ascension only sitting at 1 shot. They haven't been able to find anything yet, but it's not looking clean from Papayas still.
Well, Ascension's just being a brick wall right now with 5 saves so far in the game. And Papayas, like, well, they have to because Papayas been upping the aggression. And although they've been double committing, they've been hitting the ball. And it's causing problems for the Ascension defense.
Yeah, I think actually Ascension are having some rotation issues of their own. Their third man is constantly overcommitting, and it's going to bite them in the butt again. Kiwi had rotated all the way inside the orange box, passes it over to Lancer, over to Revert, and Rockerman is just nowhere in position.
I mean, sometimes when you're down, you want to up the aggression, and whenever you do that, third one always wants to sneak up, and sometimes you can get caught running backwards. But a shot right here. Slow roller, but almost went in.
Yeah, and that's a decent strategy if you're down maybe 2 or 3, even 2 goals, but Ascension was only down by 1. They didn't necessarily need to overextend, but ultimately they ended up doing so, and now they're down. They're going to find themselves down 2 goals. As Papayas haven't played necessarily clean in this game 4, but still able to hold on. As another ballsy third man commit comes out, and Kiwi actually passes it to the middle, but Lancer wasn't expecting it. Rockerman and Merely trying to tag team this one out of their half, Merely with the pre-flip. The Revert there for another slow roller on the net. Kiwi, this time high off the backboard. Rockerman there, but he can't find the shot, misses it top left. The net was completely open off the demo in the high backboard pass. And that was their one opportunity.
I mean, goalie was demoed, open net. Like, what more could you ask for? But sometimes the hardest shots are the ones that are wide open.
Yeah, definitely so. There's a lot of pressure on you to hit that shot when you know it's just you and the ball in front of the net, and especially the further out it is, you're more likely to boom that off crossbar, which Rockerman certainly did. And now Ascension with just under a minute left. They've been able to get some offense as of late, but still not able to put one on. Trying to pass it over to Rockerman. Smiley and Lancer again double committing. It's just so strange to see Papayas consistently double committing. In the past 3 games, they just haven't fixed it yet. As Rockerman almost slips that into his own net this time. But they just haven't looked clean, but to their credit, they've still been able to hold on.
Well, I mean, they start out with the kickoff goal 5 seconds in, and then Ascension got a little greedy on offense. Oh, they're gonna get one back right here. But as I was saying, Ascension got a little greedy on offense, and their third man snuck up a little bit. And I mean, when that happens, it's easy to just hit the ball over them.
Yeah, and now merely coming back, only down by 1 goal now. Anything could happen off this kickoff. Decent one coming out from Ascension. Rockerman not able to get there quick enough. Kiwi in an unfortunate spot, his last back. As Lancer's going to keep this into the blue corner, sending it high above the net. Kiwi with a good save out. Rockerman's going to look for the bang here, but nobody's in position from Ascension to follow it up, and Reaver should surely put this into the ground.
And they
actually
keep it
bouncing off the corner, over to Rockerman, who's going to keep it into the air. Can Kiwi find this over to Merely? Back over to Rockerman, but he's not able to get there fast enough, and it's gonna touch the ground. Almost a crazy 0-second goal.
Would have been
opportunity
insane.
happening.
Bagels will have had to
happened,
yeah.
and the
This is Rocket
goal?
League.
This is Rocket League, but unfortunately it didn't come out for them.
Not this time.
Yeah, I still can't get over how they almost pulled off that pre-jump pass play. That would have been ridiculous, but they're gonna just need to go back to the basics here and try and work on their accuracy and rotation, as now they're heading into a game 5 against Papayas. And you mentioned it early on. This is a back and forth series, and this is exactly how the first one went between a rival and Pineapples. And now the same thing happening here between Ascension and Papayas, going to game 5. The series constantly trading games, but there can only be one winner now heading into the final game of the series. And I honestly, the way it's looking, Jaegers, I don't know who's going to take it.
Me either, Bagels. I mean, there's tons of mistakes on both sides, but I mean, still early in the season. Hopefully they'll get those shored up, both teams, by towards the end. And I think potentially these could be 2 very good teams.
Yeah, I mean, going into it, I'm not sure if we've seen the results of the Power Rankings team yet, as I've been at work and school most of the day. But hold on, opportunity coming up for Papayas. Rockerman with a clutch bump to send Smiley off the ball. That's what we want to see. But now they're floating in front of defense, and another demo comes out.
Papayas just pulling out the demos again.
Yeah, Papayas have absolutely been harassing Ascension this whole series on the goal line, or demoing a player off of an offensive opportunity. But here's Kiwi, who's going to bang it right side. And that's what we want to see. Now Ascension, every time somebody loses in the series, the other team, they just come back to score this first goal right away.
No, yeah, basic definition of a back and forth series.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally forgot what the hell I was going to say earlier, but it doesn't even matter now, because Rockerman trying to find a double, but nowhere near it. Not merely on the opposite side. If Rockerman hits a double tap on stream, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might as well just quit Rocket League.
Probably go absolutely insane, but you never know. You never know.
Kiwi with the pass to the middle, back over to Rockerman, who's trying to find Merely, but Merely had actually rotated back. Kiwi still on this ball, chasing it in. Rockerman trying to wait for Merely to take it away, and again another demo onto the Ascension side as a crazy pinch off the sidewall comes out onto net. Kiwi able to secure it into his own corner, but Lancer with the return shot. Really sending it high and away, and Kiwi with the redirect. Rockerman once again a little tardy on these passing opportunities. It's Rockerman actually harassing Lancer in the middle of the air. He didn't want a powerful shot to come on target. And Rockerman's kind of being an aggressor here in this game 5, as Papayas are continuing, and especially Smiley, are continuing to get these demos onto Ascension, and eventually Ascension's defense might break, but for now they're still able to hold on.
Well, I mean, when you can follow someone up into the air and like disrupt them from shooting a shot, that I mean, what else can you do?
Yeah, not much, but merely extending the touch into the corner. Smiley a little bit awkward. He's going to miss this ball. Rockerman a little bit too slow on the dribble. And again, we saw it just 10 seconds ago, another demo coming out on the Ascension side. And I think Papayas have gotten already 4 or 5 demos in this game 5, as Rockerman almost able to sneak that one in. And there's another one.
Another demo.
Kiwi last back doesn't get a good 50. Lancer trying to look for the pass to Smiley, and he's going to secure it. And these demos have just been putting Ascension into the ground.
Well, Papayas keep demoing to open up the offense, And then that's just a beautiful pass by Lancer, laying it off to Smiley.
And
I mean,
Smiley and Lancer, I think they have 3 demos each in this game 5, and on the offense combining there to secure that goal. As now Ascension, they're going to have to try and find some momentum back onto the other side. Here's Merely in the 1v1 opportunity. Not a lot of boost, sending the shot on. Lancer, he's not able to find a good touch, and it's going to slip into the net. He could have easily sent that one away.
I mean, sometimes the best area to shoot is right after the defense, and watch them react. And I mean, I'm just kidding. That's the worst spot to hit. But hey, it worked out. You know.
You know what? You do actually have a little bit of a strategy there. I mean, especially in that situation when the defender is backwards, it's not necessarily the worst idea to shoot it right at him and wait for a poor hit to come out. And unfortunately for him, he got worse than a poor hit. He put it into his own net. And that's going to gift Ascension a second goal in this all-important Game 5. As Rockerman looking for another touch to send it back onto the orange half. Merely there. Looking for Rockerman, but not able to find the touch. Merely sending it high. This could sneak into the left side, and Merely, he will do it. As now Papayas, they've gotten all these demos, but if they're looking awkward on defense, they're beatable.
I mean, that's just I'm gonna call that a pass because it almost looked like a pass, but I mean it just sneaks in top left corner.
Yeah, I certainly don't think Merely meant to put that on. I think he was trying to get back to Rockerman there. But Rockerman, he missed the ball, but luckily for Ascension, it was able to put itself in to the top left corner. Now Papayas on the opposite side looking for an opportunity. And again, a double commit happening from them. They actually haven't been double committing too much in this Game 5, but that was an important one there. As no shot opportunity could come out. Lancer with the return clear. Kiwi into the corner, actually passes it back to the middle. Smiley there, good 50. There's Revert for the shot. And he sneaks it up the crossbar. It's loitering in front of the net. And I believe it was Merely couldn't react in time.
I mean, it looked like right there Merely had no boost, and there really isn't much you can do there. Like, whenever it's just hiding there and the offense is, like, right by the goal, that's a goal every time.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ascension, Kiwi, he just passed it right to the middle, and Smiley with a great 50 to send it back to the middle. And actually a great shot coming out from Revert to put that crossbar down. And now Ascension only sitting in a 1-goal buffer. As Rockerman's on the dribble, last in a 1v1 opportunity again. Not able to get it past the last person, and again another double commit. Smiley, he just pushed Revert off the ball for no reason. And again, comms and rotation plaguing Papayas at the moment, as they only have a minute left to try and find a tying goal.
I mean, they're definitely gonna have to shore that up. But I mean, it's still really close, even with the double commits.
Yeah, and again, Merely been clutch on the goal line this whole series, getting a good save to send that away. As Lancer had almost been able to put that shot in. Here he is again with the ground pinch down, and Rockerman, he can't react in time, and I don't blame him, as this was a speedy ground pinch coming from Lancer.
No, that was an absolute banger. And Kiwi kind of passed it mid, unfortunately. And Rockerman didn't have time to react.
Yeah, an unfortunate hit from Kiwi again, but Rockerman, he actually wasn't in a terrible spot. He could have bailed his teammate out. But once again, I don't blame him. It was such a speedy shot and hit right at him again. As Kiwi in an awkward spot again. Here's the pass in the middle, but Kiwi getting a good touch this time. As Rockerman extends it back onto the orange side. Lancer, kind of an awkward hit. Pass to the middle. Rockerman with an opportunity looking for the double tap. Is this what we're looking for? No, he can't find it. That would have been it. That would have been it. The clutch goal to win at 0 seconds. But Rockerman, he can't find it. And we're headed to overtime here.
Game 5 overtime. What more can you ask for? That's how you want the series to go.
This is what we wanted, and we predicted it to be a close series, and it can't get much closer than Game 5. OT is the net open.
Oh.
Rockerman getting blocked out from Smiley, though, as Papayas are continuing to be awkward into their own corner, hitting it off each other, crawling over each other just to find some sort of clearance. Rockerman with the pass to the middle, and a miss comes out from both players. Neither player's able to find the touch, and again, Kiwi missing onto the sidewall. But Rockerman's going to cut back hard to keep this into the orange corner, as he's continuing to harass Smiley. Here's Kiwi with the pass, but too far away from Merely to find a goal. And again, back to the middle, but this is going to leave Smiley in the dribble. But he actually misses the ball. Rockerman putting it only to Lancer, though. He's going to find the easy save. Shot opportunity, and it's gonna sneak in for Revert on the opposite side, just fast enough to sneak past the last defender, and that's heartbreak for Ascension right there.
Ascension just got caught sleeping. They came out overtime like so quick and so much pressure, and then once Papayas counterattacked, that was it.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't expect Rockerman to kind of hit those highlight reel shots, but we can't help but think, going back to that 0-second opportunity, he could have hit that double tap to try and send it in. It wasn't an easy shot, but perhaps a shot he needed to hit as they ultimately lose in overtime, as merely he was trying to race back to bail out his team on defense once again, but he just couldn't get there in time. And ultimately, both of Rockerman's org for Arrival and Ascension have lost in Game 5s on stream today. And so far, Yikes beating him out in the GM matchup so far.
Oh yeah, I mean, so you never know what's gonna happen early in the season. Papayas got the better of Ascension, and I mean, I don't know. I think these two teams are gonna be towards the top come the end of the season.
Yeah, Ascension and Papayas, they definitely had their misplays throughout that whole series, but definitely some positive moments coming from both teams. And these could be definitely some playoff contenders, as well as my team and Drake's, I believe, could be easily the front runners for this Challenger League. But either way, now Ascension record falls to 1-2 as Papayas rise up to 2-1 heading into the Wednesday matchups. And coming up next on stream, we're gonna have a matchup in our Titan League, and this is gonna be of a bit of a spicy matchup. We got Dragons versus Venganza, and there's a lot of animosity on a lot of Liquid Skies' teams. So I think Liquid Skies' Titan team's got something to prove here, and you don't want to miss it coming up after the break.